We are connecting. Okay. Oh, everywhere is dark. Okay, I can see you now, but I don't know exactly what's wrong. Zoom is dark. Everything is dark. What is the problem today? Okay. Okay. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me better?
I can't hear you clearly, sir.
Okay. You know what will happen? We have to go out.
Can you hear me
now? Can you hear me better?
You said?
We have to go out.
Clearly,
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? And then return again. We have to go out. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me better?
You said?
I
didn't get that, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? Return again. Okay.
We are live already. Are we not live?
Yeah, we are live already. Yes, we are live, but yeah, we are live already.
But I can't hear you clearly, sir. But okay, I don't know.
Okay. What we have to do now is to go out and rejoin again.
Oh, okay. All right then.
Yeah. Okay. What we have to do now is to go out and rejoin again. Let me see. What we have to do now is to go out and rejoin again. Okay. Can you hear me now?
Mr. President, it's the same thing, no?
The same thing? Oh, what is wrong now?
But it's a little bit better anyway.
Okay. I think we have to continue this way because I don't know exactly what is wrong.
Just increase your audio from your computer, probably.
Yeah, it's almost 94% now, yet it's 100%.
You said?
100% now.
Whoa.
So something is wrong.
How come?
I don't understand. because I used this morning too, and everything was fine. Maybe because of Restream, I don't know. Okay. But no, there's echo. Okay, is it better now?
No.
Not at all. Okay, what do we do now? Okay. And now?
Yes, it's better now.
Okay. I believe the speaker has a problem because I just take it out and replug it again.
Okay, I can hear you very loud and clear now. Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you too. Sorry, our viewers. Technical problem is always a big one in Europe and everywhere. Today with me, our Honorable Vice President, Mr. Joe Maui Vitri Orukbe. Today we are going to be talking about the marginalization of the Beninese in Nigeria. And it's going to be a short one because, we all are busy so that everyone can go to his daily job or daily activities, as we may call it. So, Mr. Vice President, sir, if I could hand over the mic to you and to elaborate a little bit on the marginalization of Beninese in Nigeria as a whole. So, thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. President. Good morning, our viewers and listeners all around the world. My name is Joe Maulio Osamudiame Orukwe, the Vice President of the Benin Empire Advancement League. Yeah, it's a great topic, Mr. President, marginalization of the Benin people. And well, it might interest you to know that it's not just in Nigeria that we are experiencing this. We're actually experiencing it in Benin Republic. We're experiencing it in Togo. We're experiencing it in some way in Ghana too, and it's something that I wanted us to focus on in a couple of series, so that we can be able to touch these things, from different perspectives.
Yes.
Now, while Nigeria is celebrating its Independence Day, you get to see people talking about but you really don't get to hear. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, I can hear you now because we are still having some audio problem because the voice of our Vice President wasn't clear. Can you repeat, sir, what you said?
Okay, so I'm going to take it again. Can you hear me now?
There's a lot of echo and some noise. It's like we're having problem today. So if you can just take the right to the camera, sir, maybe it will be better.
Yeah, I'm directly.
sorry, I'm laughing, Mr. Vice President. Your voice was so it's like a slow motion, going the real slow motion, But continue.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's a little bit better.
Okay. Yes, so I was trying to make build a conversation by stating that while Nigeria celebrates its independence, we get to hear of things like Awolowo, get to hear of things like Azikiwe and Tafawa Balewa and the rest of them. But
it's not good, sir.
Are we still having the same problem?
Yeah, we are having the same problem. So I don't know exactly what is going on, you know. So I don't know if it's from my side or it's general problem, but I can't confirm that now. Just a moment, just hold on, sir. Okay, let's try and see. Maybe it will be better now.
I can hear you clearly. I don't know if you can hear me.
I can't hear you again.
Can you hear me now,
Not
sir?
at all. I think this should be a problem from my side.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you now. It's better now.
Okay, so I hope we are able to do this without hitches.
Yes.
So
Okay.
so like I was saying, I was saying that
Okay. So you know what will happen? Maybe you can use your earphone. Maybe it will be better.
okay, let me try and get that and let me see.
Okay. Yeah, honorable viewers and members, we are experiencing some audio problem, but notwithstanding, we are still going to continue with this program because this program is very, very important to the Benin. The issue is, why are the Benin so marginalized in Nigeria as a whole, not only in Nigeria, in the continent of Africa? Because during the independence of Nigeria, Benin was a sovereign nation. You know, even those people who fought for the independence of Nigeria, the mastermind of the independence was a Benin man, the Benin man of Isambon, Mr. Romosele Anthony Nahoro. Some of you may not like that I use a Mr. I'm sorry for that, Dr. Romosele Anthony Inahoro. He was the mastermind of that independent. Before Benin was amalgamated to Nigeria, to join Nigeria, Benin was a sovereign nation. Benin was being governed by our Oba, the Oba of Benin. You know, although he was taken to Calabar because of the First World War, the British and the Benin War. That was the First World War, because it was all the world power that combined together to defeat the Benin. There was the German, the France, the British, the Americans, and Portuguese, and so many other from Spain. You know, all of them were together, joined together to defeat Benin. Otherwise, the British would have not been able to defeat Benin, because they didn't come just one day to defeat Benin. They have already started marginalizing Benin as a nation, taking Lagos, taking all other parts that was surrounded, Benin. It was then when our Oba was taken to Calabar. This was a huge opportunity for these people to increase their pressure on the Benin. You know? And immediately our Oba Nogbesi Ovorame, joined his ancestors. They see this as a huge opportunity to amalgamate Nigeria, to form Nigeria, the company called Nigeria today. And today, in the whole of Africa, Benin is the second largest ethnic group in the whole of Africa after the Hausa. There's no other ethnic group that is larger than the Benin. This is why it is very, very important that the Benin join hands together, unite to make sure we are no longer marginalized, that we take the leading role in Nigeria today. Because most of these people who are coming up today, like the Yoruba, the Igbos, who are saying they are marginalized, they are the one ruling Nigeria. They have been ruling Nigeria without progress. So it is the time that the Benin take over Nigeria. We are the owner of Nigeria, and we are the backbone of Africa. We are the cradle of civilization. It's time we produce our own candidate who will represent the real owner of Nigeria, who will take over the presidency and the development of Nigeria as a whole. We are not saying we want to leave Nigeria or want to separate from Nigeria, but if the condition comes that Nigeria will be separated, we the Beninese, we are not going to hide. We are going to be the same nation we were before we joined the amalgamation, or before we were forced to join Nigeria. Because as I said before, if even in Nigeria, the Beninese are the largest ethnic group in Nigeria as a whole. Apart from Hausa, there's no other ethnic group that can come out today and say they are the largest. The Yoruba is only a language, it's not an ethnic group. Likewise, like the Igbos. You know? The Fulanis, they don't even belong, they're only a small part of Nigeria that belongs to them. You know? But today, you hardly heard of any Benin indigenes ruling in Nigeria, being a minister, or any holding a high profile position in the government. Just because we kept quiet, we allowed all these people to be stepping on us. We just lie down for them so that they would step in on us, and still, it's not enough for them, you know. But they are still doing a lot to distort our history, to do so many things against us. Even some of us, okay, look at the port, look at the whole infrastructure that is coming to Nigeria. Look at the train today Nigeria is building. It's like Benin City is excluded from this project. You know, we already have this project in some of the states, even as far as to Delta, to all Igbo communities, you know, to the Yoruba communities. You know, it's like the Beninese are just left out. Okay, look at the seaports, the Gelegele seaport. The federal government is supposed to approve that port, you know, because it's a very, very important position for Nigeria, a very, very important seaport for Nigeria, because you connect almost all the states. It's not too far from Abuja. It's not too far from if you are going to the east, to the deltas, it's not far. Going to other side from Ondo and others. You know? It will be a very, very important place for Nigeria, not just only for the Beninese. But it's like the Beninese are just left out in all the projects they are doing. Okay, look at international airports. Almost all other states have their international airports, but we, the Beninese, the Edos, we doesn't even have one. Even the local airport we are having is not ordered a big standard. You know? So this is very, very important for the Beninese to start waking up. We cannot just lie down and start crying and say, oh, they are doing this to us, they are doing this to us. It is time we raise up our hand and say, oh, I have something to say. And you must listen to me, and you must do what we are saying, because that land belongs to us, it's not your land. So our vice president is back. I would like to bring him back again to the conversation. If the audio is okay, I don't know. Let's see. You're welcome, sir.
I don't know if you
Oh, It's not better, sir. So it's like we are going to be looking for alternative to our broadcast, because it's like Zoom is we're having problem with Zoom. In the last time, we were also having a problem with Zoom because our broadcast was also not good. There was a lot of interference, audio problem, and others. We are going to be looking for alternative. Maybe we can be going to from Facebook direct. I don't know yet, but let's give Zoom a chance to prove themselves that they are better. Okay, we just try again with yeah. I can hear you a little bit, sir.
Basically, I just want to lay down the foundation for this conversation.
Okay. Not good, sir. Okay. Yeah, it's like we said before, this is going to be a series, you know. Our vice president will be having the chance to talk to the viewer, because he's one of the, let me say, figurehead in this organization. And we are going to be talking more about the marginalization of the Beninese, not just in key positions in Nigeria, but also in the whole of Africa. If you go to Ghana, if you go to Benin Republic, if you go to Togo, if you go to Sierra Leone, all these places where the Beninese are resided, you know, we are being marginalized. And it's time to wake up, to tell our governments, we cannot continue this way. And we all know the reason we have wars in Africa today. One of the biggest mistakes African leaders are making, or Africans are making, they believe in ethnic nationalities. You know, in Europe, it's not just like that. You can be from an ethnic group with only 5 people, but they can still make you to be a president. You know, they can still make you to be a president as far as they know you can do that job. You know, it's not like in Nigeria today, where the Igbos will now come out and say that they are marginalized. The Yorubas now will now come up and say they are marginalized, where they have almost, both of them have about six ministers in the government, where the Benin has only 1 minister, you know, and the Hausas has a lot of ministers. And if you look at these people who are more educated in Nigeria today, some the Beninese, the Igbos, the Yorubas, the Hausa, they are less educated, they have less privilege than we South. Let's just go to the middle belt of today, the Kogi state. Kogi state alone is bigger than the whole of Igbo 5 states, but they don't cry. They don't cry because they believe in unity of Nigeria. They believe in unity of Africa as a whole. Why Igbo, whose the population is not even half of that of Kogi state, will now be coming out to cry they are marginalized. How many representatives the Kogi state has? The Igbo has more than Kogi. But Kogi is bigger than Igbo. The Beninese, we are also bigger than the Yorubas and the Igbos. But we are still marginalized. We only have 1. How could that be? So this is very, very important for the Beninese in the coming election. Just know how to choose the leaders. The Beninese need a leader who will represent them, who will come out as a presidential candidate. Because we have seen enough of Igbos, we have seen enough of Hausas, we have seen enough of Yoruba, we have seen enough of Fulanis. The so-called now minority, normally they are the majority in Nigeria. You know? But they have systematically marginalized all these people. Before, the Hausa played a very, very leading role also in the independence of Nigeria, while Awolowo was busy marginalizing other people. The Hausa played a very leading role in uniting Nigeria. And after the independence, they still played a heavy role doing that. While Mr. Awolowo, Obafemi Awolowo, was busy marginalizing the Benin, imposing his rules on the Benin. Likewise, the Igbos also. During the Civil War, Ojukwu invaded Benin, invaded our land, and was trying to impose himself on us. You know, if not Dr. Samuel Ogbemudia and his troops, that could have been over with the Benin. So it is time we start thinking twice, because we cannot continue the way everything is now. Where today all our traditional rulers are being reduced to nothing, just because we said we have a federal system. Our people are being invaded, herdsmen, criminals from other tribes. You know, we can't. How long can we be taking that? The Beninese, we have suffered a lot in the hands of Nigeria. It is time the Nigerians start thinking twice, thinking about the owner of Nigeria, because we are the owner of Nigeria. If half of the land in Nigeria belongs to the Beninese, if you don't know it now. You may say, oh, this guy is crazy. It's not craziness. That is the truth. If you look at all the traditional rulers that emanated from the Benin Empire, then you will know that I'm telling you the truth. The Igbos, they are not marginalized. They are there. And they are doing what they are doing. Like the IPOBs are doing now, terrorizing their neighbors, terrorizing their own citizens. And they said they want their own nation. Is how the way your own nation will look like? Killing those who doesn't agree with you, who doesn't want to be with you. Likewise, the Ododowa, they were doing the same thing. Going to the states that doesn't belong to you and start conversing. Ekiti, Ondo, Lagos. These are not your states. If you want Yoruba land, go to Ife. Go to Ife. Go to the Alafin of Oyo, then he will tell you the history of the Yorubas, how Yoruba came in. Before, it was Ife people. Before Ajayi Crowder came and decided to do something to unite the Yorubas, the now so-called Yorubas, then Awolowo did the same thing, taking part of the Benin Empire to his own. And now they are going to be waking up. They are going to be waking up to demand what belongs to them. Because the Beninese, we are brothers and sisters. The same blood flows through our veins. And we will defend our brothers and sisters when it comes to that land. And this message is for the government of Nigeria and all the state governors, because we are now being reduced to South-South. We are not South-South. The bite of Benin, everybody knows us. They have never been the bite of Yoruba. They have never been the bite of Igbo. Now we are being marginalized, divided into several states to just destroy our empire because people are too afraid to accept the truth. And those who want to divide Nigeria, let me just bring this message to you. The Benin will not tolerate that. Taking what it doesn't belong to you, you want to have it. No, What belongs to Benin belongs to the Benin. They have been there before Nigeria was created. And when Nigeria is no more, the Benin will still remain there. We will remain whom we are. Because we are the cradle of civilization. We are the cradle of where Africa originated from. Many people doesn't know that. And many people are conversing on Egypt just because the white people, first of all, saw Egypt. The people who now occupy Egypt or occupy those sub-Sahara Africa, they were not the original people who were living there before. It was our forefather, Black like you and me, who were living there. We built that pyramid, we built everything. You can see some of the remnants in Sudan. If you go to Mali, you see the Dongo has to build their place. Then you know that Africa was there before even those people came. You know? Because of the brainwashing they are doing to us, they make us start to believe that those people who are now there, they were those people who were there before. But all the ancient mummies from the Egypt can tell you the history. They know this, but they don't want to talk to you about that. The Benin, if you go to the equator, let me say the Kogi state I was talking about before, where you can also see Benin there, then you will see that the life started in that almost exactly that area. But the white people, they will not agree with you today because they are so afraid of the Benin Empire. They are so afraid of the Benin Empire to say the truth. That is why all our artifacts, all our history books, all that is written for us, our forefathers have been taken all over the world, to the British Museum, to the American, Boston, and wherever today, hiding it from us so that we couldn't find the truth of the whole issue, what they did to us. And still today, we are still being marginalized. So we are calling as an organization on all Africans, all the Benis in Africans to start standing up. We are not saying you should go to war or to commit havoc or something like that. No, never. Because we are peaceful people. We only react when we are being stepped up. And even then, we still cool down. So it is time we, the Benis, will wake up from our dream to make it a reality. Let us make it a reality. Because we are so marginalized in Nigeria that many people now think that the Benin is now restricted to Edo State only, or restricted to Benin City, even Benin City only. If we want to calculate in the whole of Africa today, I believe the population of the Benin is over 80 million. But many people will not agree with that. But we know those people who are Benin and those who are not Benin, even some now who are saying, oh, they are not Benin, their forefathers are not Benin, but we know they are Benin. But we doesn't want to force ourselves on them. But they have to come back to ourselves and they say, okay, we are your brothers and we are your sisters. And we will accept them because we are a very, very welcoming people. That is why people are now stepping on us. That's why the IPOBs, the Ododuwas and others who doesn't know what they are doing, they are stepping on us. Who said they want freedom, but they don't have plan for freedom. They don't have plan for after the freedom for their people. And this is what we, the Benin, should be having. This is what this organization stands for. If it comes to that stage, then we should be good enough to stand for our people. That is why it's very, very important. We, the Benin Empire Advancement League, stand for the Beninese, no matter where they are in the world. It's not just by uniting our people, also bringing the knowledge we have to them to educate themselves. Because a human being without education, I'm not talking about the Western education. It's like a human being without a root. It's like a tree without a root, to say the fact. And this is very, very important for us. We do this. I can tell you, if we continue the way we are now, in the next 50 years, there may be not something like Benin we are seeing now. Because the way our people are teaching their children, they go to church every day. After the church, they go to church again. They read the Bible. They do this and that. But if you ask them the question in our own language, they can hardly answer you. But this is what makes us, our tradition, our culture, our heritage. This is what makes us as a Benin. And if we don't have that, then we are lost. That's why it's very, very important for us as an organization to bring this to our people again, you know. So, as I said before, this is going to be a series. Next time, we are going to find a good medium where we can communicate with our people, because the vice president was having a problem today connecting with us because of the audio problem. But we doesn't know exactly what happened. We are going to make a research to really find out what happened. But before then, we the Beninese, we should start waking up. This organization is for every Beninese. We will welcome you with open arms. If you are a workforce people, if you believe on your people, we are not against Christian, we are not against Muslim. All you just need to be, you must be a Benin person. Even though you are half Benin, it doesn't matter to us. Even though you are white, if you are married to a Benin person, you are welcome to this organization. Because we believe if a white person is married to a Benin, equally have our own DNA. Because we found the DNA before even the whites, they start thinking. You know? If you know of Uhure, and what they call Uhure in Benin, if you know what they call Uru, Uronutue, these are DNAs that traced your line, your DNA line. The Beninese, they started science before even people were thinking of any science. We started a lot of things. Because of this marginalization, everything is now lost. It's like we are also losing the last we are having. So it's time to wake up, to do something about it. If you have any question, if you have any support for this organization, go to our Facebook page, leave us a message. We also have our phone numbers there via WhatsApp. You can communicate with us with Messenger, and we will welcome you as a member of this organization and as a supporter also of this organization. So thank you very much for watching, and I appreciate you all. Thank you and goodbye.